"We all agreed no gifts this year," my mom said, and the sound of tearing wrapping paper instantly contradicted her words. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe. I stood in the doorway, coat in hand, watching chaos dressed up like Christmas cheer. My brother Jake's kids were tearing into boxes that seemed to glow with money rather than holiday spirit. Shiny new iPhones, a $3,000 gaming PC, front row concert tickets. My mom's words hung in the air like a warning nobody was listening to. I blinked. My kids clutched a tin of cookies they'd decorated themselves. Lopsided blobs of icing, way too many red sprinkles. My heart wanted to smile. My brain just wanted to leave. I didn't bring gifts, no scoreboard, no competition. But suddenly, that made me the outsider. Dad, reclining in his chair like this was a Sunday morning football game, smirked without looking at anyone. "You're overreacting," he said. Lena squeezed my hand, whispering, "It's okay." Our kids looked up at the frenzy, half excited, half confused. Erin, Jake's wife, clapped her hands like a game show host. "Presents!" she shouted. "From Santa, of course." Jake winked at the kids, shrugging. "Special exception," he said. The boxes vanished under tiny hands. Their son tore open a square box to reveal a gleaming iPhone. He shouted like he'd discovered magic. Their daughter peeled the paper off VIP concert tickets. 3 nights, front row. Glitter tattoos included, probably. The gaming PC went last, all lights and buttons, humming like a nightclub. I glanced at my kids. My son picked up a tiny drawing of a stick figure in a spaceship, then eyed the iPhone box with the caution of someone witnessing a different universe. "Too bright. Can we play with the box after, right?" he whispered. My daughter hugged her cookie tin like it was a shield. Her lip trembled, stubborn as ever. "Small gifts are fine," Mom said, tilting her head at me as if inspecting a failed outfit. "Besides, Jacob does so much." Erin laughed. "Don't be dramatic, Noah. You get so sensitive." Dad's smirk didn't falter. "You're overreacting." I opened my mouth. Nothing came out. The room was spinning around me. Shiny paper, laughter, the scent of cinnamon spray fighting with dust from the space heater. I couldn't argue. I wasn't going to cry. I said softly, "Coats, kids." The words were neutral, calm, a thin line between sanity and a meltdown. I helped my daughter with her sleeve. My son carefully returned the cookies to the tin. Mom stepped forward. "You're not leaving," she said. I opened the front door. Cold air sliced through the faux cinnamon cloud. I said, "Merry Christmas." I didn't slam the door. I just walked out, my little family in tow, into the frosty truth. Christmas wasn't just a day. It was a spotlight that had followed me my whole life. A house where money dictated mood swings, where my mom's love came with a math problem attached. "We did so much for you," she'd say, handing a bill disguised as a memory. Jake, the golden kid, surfed on luck. Teachers called him energetic. Mom called him gifted. Me, when I brought home honor roll, it was expected, hushed, uncelebrated. At 17, I washed dishes for tips, while Jake borrowed the car I'd saved months to buy. At 19, I co-signed a credit card for him. Late fees, cash advances, then tears. Mom said, "Figure it out." I did. Always did. Fast forward, Lena and I rented a tiny 2-bedroom apartment. 2 kids shared a room that felt like camping every night. I worked at a medical group. Lena taught kindergarten. Glitter stuck to her neck like war paint from tiny hands. Our life wasn't glamorous. It was measured. Every dollar had a job. And yet, the family group chat existed to demand more. "Mom, Netflix acting weird." "Noah, can you check?" "Dad, ESPN Plus login again." "Jake, bro, can you add me to your Amazon?" "Aaron's card is acting weird." I patched it all. 30 here, 12 there, 90 once a year. A slow drip until my patience bucket overflowed. Jake's entrepreneurial projects came and went. Blog phases, YouTube channels. "Invest in me," he said once. I didn't. I bought shoes for the kids when Aaron sent a midnight panic text. That was the path of least resistance, easier than arguing. Christmas rules changed yearly. No gifts after Jake's third job switch. Only handmade gifts when Aaron's boutique folded. Secret Santa with a $20 limit after Dad's colonoscopy bills. Every year someone broke the rules. Not me. Aaron brought designer scarves she found on sale. Dad unveiled a grill with its own extension cord. Mom gave Jake a gift that looked suspiciously like a watch ad. When I brought cookies and framed photos, Mom called it thoughtful. And then she said, "It's not about money. It never was." Small rules grew teeth. Jake sent requests labeled Little League. Aaron, "Hey, can you cover the field trip? My card isn't working." My daughter missed a book fair because my card had expired. I handled it, again. Petty. That's what they called boundaries. When I asked them to switch off my Amazon family, Mom said, "Family shares." Dad said, "It's not nuclear codes." I toggled passwords, enabled two-factor auth, canceled old subscriptions. Every step felt like threading a needle through a storm. 2 weeks before that fateful Christmas, Jake posted a photo of his kids at a gaming store. "Big surprises coming," he wrote. Aaron added a string of gift emojis. Mom heart reacted. The rules were clear. No gifts. I agreed. Lena was relieved. We baked cookies with our kids. Ugly, sweet, perfect. And then we walked into the living room and our kids witnessed the iPhone, the VIP tickets, the PC. My daughter clutched her cookie tin like the frosting was armor. My son studied the glowing box as if trying to find a secret map. It wasn't the gifts. It was the story around them, the halo of privilege circling Jake, the unspoken ledger I'd been balancing my whole life. I kept my tongue. I kept my composure. We left. Cold air, frost, truth. Lena beside me, our kids quiet. That silence, careful, polite, was louder than the laughter inside. Back at home, the cookie tin sat on the counter, sprinkles like spilled glitter blood. My phone buzzed, 63 missed calls, 2 cops at the door. My stomach tightened. Lena handed me hot tea. "You don't need to explain," she said. "You've explained for 10 years. And I knew she was right. Growing up, I learned that love and money weren't the same thing. I'd been the silent bank, the Wi-Fi fixer, the account keeper, the one who balanced everyone's chaos. That Christmas night, with iPhones and tickets glowing in the background, I decided it was time for boundaries. I opened my family group chat. My thumb hovered over send. "I'm starting tonight. I'm ending every subscription, card, and payment in my name. Update your own. You have 24 hours to download anything important." I showed Mom first. Lena washed my hands. Calm, steady, just like every time I put order in a storm. I hit send. Notifications exploded. Jake, Mom, Dad, Aaron. "Dude, what are you doing?" "No and no! It's Christmas!" But I wasn't angry. I was finishing a chapter I'd started long ago. By 2:30 a.m., every shared account, every card, every subscription was mine alone. Lena and I sat in quiet, kids asleep. I wasn't perfect, but I was done. And for the first time, it felt like Christmas could be ours, not the one that demanded I be everyone else's wallet. Morning came. The doorbell rang. 2 cops at the door. My parents on the porch. Concern in their eyes, confusion in mine. I had set boundaries, but were they ready to respect them?
"Noah, we got a call about a family dispute. Is everything okay here?" Before we continue, make sure to subscribe. I opened the door. 2 police officers stood there, calm and professional. Behind them, my parents looked like they had been pulled into a bad sitcom crossover. Mom clutched her robe like it was armor. Dad's face was a mix of disappointment and helplessness. "They say you locked them out of accounts," Mom said, pointing at me. Her voice cracked, sharp as a whip. "They can't watch their shows. We're worried about the kids." I took a breath. Calm. Measured. There's no threat here, just boundaries. I ended shared subscriptions and removed shared cards. Every account in my name is now mine. It's safer this way. The first officer glanced at Mom. "Ma'am, this sounds like a civil matter." Mom's face twisted, disbelief bleeding into panic. "He's unstable. He's punishing the children." Behind me, Lena stepped forward, ponytail swaying, sweatshirt casual, calm. "Our kids are eating pancakes shaped like snowmen," she said gently. "Would you like one?" The officer managed a small smile, but the tension didn't lift. Dad tried another angle. "Son, just turn it back on until after the holiday." "No," I said firmly. Jake's texts kept popping up like comic book speech bubbles on my lock screen. "Put ESPN back or I swear." I flipped the phone over. Mom stared at me like I had become an unyielding door she couldn't open. "Family doesn't do this," she whispered. "Family doesn't make one person pay for everything and call it love," I said. The officers exchanged glances. There were no threats, no violence, just firm, unapologetic boundaries. They left. Silence settled like snow, heavy and sharp. My phone buzzed again. 63 missed calls now became 70. A vortex of messages from Mom, Dad, Jake, and Aaron. I didn't answer. Not yet. Lena made us pancakes. The snowman had crooked eyes, melted chocolate smiles. Our kids asked about VIP tickets and iPhones. I told them, "You'll understand one day. Right now, your box and cookies are perfect." They nodded, accepting the quiet victory. Over the next hours, the messages escalated into a storm. Mom, "You were rude." Dad, "Grow up." Aaron, "You're punishing us." Jake, "Put it back or else." I didn't engage. I waited, steady. My actions spoke louder than any word. Every subscription, every shared card, every little automatic payment that had kept their chaos running, they were gone. My house, my rules. At 10 a.m., Jake called. Aggression in his voice, almost like he had rehearsed every insult. "You petty little—" I interrupted, calm. "I'm not petty. You used my accounts without asking. You got used to thinking my wallet was family property. It isn't. It's mine. If you want your own subscriptions, I'll help set them up. I'll even send a list. But you're done taking without asking." He laughed like it was a cough. "You want us to fail?" "I want to stop failing my own family." And I hung up. I didn't block him. I didn't run. I just wasn't available. By noon, Mom sent a message in the big family chat. A carefully worded performance. "We love you, but this is not how family acts. Your father and I are disappointed. Jacob is devastated. The children are confused. Please remember all the times we've supported you." Attached, a photo of the gift pile from the night before. Smiles everywhere. I replied once. I will no longer share accounts, cards, or bills. Going forward, any help will be discussed and documented. No surprises, no guilt. The group chat quieted. Dad texted me privately, "You're making your mother sick. Put it back." Me? No. Aaron tried again. "Guess we know who you really are." Me? Yes. Then something unexpected happened. Aunt Carol, always quiet, almost invisible, typed, "Good for you, Noah." Cousin Ben added a thumbs up. My late uncle's wife, "We did this last year. Best decision we made." Mom exited the chat dramatically. Aaron followed. Jake renamed it Family Without Traitors and left. Our home exhaled. The kids built a pillow fort. Lena crawled in with them. 3 heads, soft hair, and warm cheeks. She texted me a photo. I saved it. A tiny victory. I opened a spreadsheet. Old habit. But this time, it wasn't about plugging leaks or paying for everyone else. This was a yes list. Swimming lessons, a new pair of boots for Lena, library fundraisers my daughter wanted to support, a weekend cabin by the lake in spring, things that mattered to us. By 3 p.m., Dad left a voicemail. "Your mother is crying. Be a man." I deleted it. By 4 p.m., my half-sister texted me for the first time in months. "I'm proud of you. I canceled my Amazon family last year. They still bring it up at Thanksgiving. I bring pie and ignore them." We laughed over tiny emojis and shared memories, a quiet rebellion of normalcy. By evening, the storm had shifted from outrage to calm. They were setting up new accounts, learning that free trials came with calendars. Mom posted a photo of a half-completed jigsaw puzzle. Caption, "Making our own fun." A subtle dig. I didn't respond. We did movie night. Our son picked an old animated film. Our daughter picked the corner of the couch that swallowed her tiny frame. I made popcorn in a pot, because the microwave version gave Lena a headache. Midway through, my phone buzzed. A new number, the streaming service. "We noticed you canceled." I laughed. Kids shushed me dramatically. It was absurd. Perfect. Night came. Lena and I sat at the table, elbows touching. "I thought your dad would push harder," I said. "He will," she replied. What happens now? We keep our money ours. If we say yes, it's with boundaries. That's it. Christmas next year, we'd be out of town. Our traditions, our rules, our home, intact. The kitchen cleaned, a whiteboard wiped free of scribbles from years past. A week later, Mom texted, "Are we still invited to the kids' recital?" I stared at it. 3 reads. A trap? Only once did I respond. "Yes. Please don't bring gifts. Just come on time." Period. Not a yes, not a no. Just a period. Jake hasn't called since. He posted stories about fake family and haters online. Aaron liked them with fire emojis. Their kids called ours to ask if they could still build forts sometimes. "Yes," we said. "Yes, our door is still open, but we are no longer their bank." Dad tried one more "be a man" voicemail. I didn't call back. I don't need to defend boundaries that protect my house, my children, and my peace. I keep thinking about that moment in front of the tree. My son pretending the box was the fun part. My daughter gripping the cookie tin, insisting on sweetness even when the world tried to dictate joy. I've learned that love is not a ledger you keep out of guilt. It's a table you sit at because everyone brings something, even if it's just salt and a good joke. I'm still Noah Hart, the fixer, the Wi-Fi guy, the group chat lifeline, but I am no longer the bank. No more shared cards, no secret add-ons. If I give, it's clear, planned, and mine to give. I'm not overreacting. I'm done being used. The moral? Boundaries don't ruin Christmas. They save it. They teach children and adults that respect and generosity aren't interchangeable, that love is not transactional. We still have cookie tins, pillow forts, crooked snowman pancakes, and movie nights, but now they belong to us, unshared, unbought, unchained. And that feels like the truest Christmas gift I could ever give.